to make the offerings to Devi Parashakti. So the online payment link where you can just go ahead and register and pay with your credit card and debit card. The link is projected on the screen, and I will also request the interview operator to please put a scroll, which is tiny.cc/Devi-offerings. And after the offerings and make your offering. It can be anything that you want to choose. You want to offer a golden lotus, you want to offer a toe ring, you want to offer a hairline jewelry. You can offer anything that you prefer to choose and offer. After you make the offering, which is the tiny.cc/Devi-offerings, after the payment, after you make the offering and make the payment, then you have to fill the second form where you will enter the names of your family members whom you want benefited from the offering. So you will fill the second form, which is tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. So now I'll be taking you through a quick walkthrough on how we can go ahead -offerings. This is the page that you will come to. And here you can see Devi Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan donations. Okay, so a golden touring to Devi Parashakti, which is $750. So I choose that offering and I click on add to cart. Now when I click on add to cart, this particular item gets added to the cart, and Puja, and I want to offer the Sankalpa chanting, right? So you can choose multiple options. So these were the previous offerings. So I'm going to remove that, the previous search that I had done to demonstrate. Okay, so here we have the Swarna Meti, the golden touring, as the only offering, which is $750. So I'm now going to go back. Just click the black button of the browser, and it will take you to again the same offerings page. And this time, increase the quantity. Let's say you want to offer it for 4 of your family members. Increase the quantity by 4 and click on add to cart. Now, when you click on add to cart, whatever you chose comes up in this. So 750 plus 4, totally $754. That's what it shows up here. I click on proceed to checkout. And in this proceed to checkout, you enter the billing details, you enter the credit card details, and then you click on I agree to the terms and conditions. And then on the right side, you click place order. Here is how you go ahead and place the order. Now, after you have finished making the order, now you will have to go ahead and fill the Sankalpa 2021 form. You will see these links in the bottom of the screen. So here, tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021 takes you to this form. And in this form, you click on next. When you click on next, here you agree to the terms and conditions. And here, under the offerings, you can choose Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan, right? So you can choose Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Come down, and then you will click next. When you go to the next, in the next page, you will have an opportunity to tell which seva that you are offering and who are the names of the family members you want benefited from this particular offering. Okay, so you can do this. And one other way, see, many of us want to offer something to Devi Parashakti. We really want to connect with her. We want to experience that deep oneness and feeling connection with her. So one of the ways that we can offer to Devi Parashakti is through YouTube live chat. Now, when you are watching, if you're watching us on YouTube, on the right side, you see a chat bar. And below the chat bar, you will see an emoji icon and then a dollar icon. Now, when you click on the dollar icon, you have 3 options: the join, super chat, and super sticker. Join is to join the member, become a member of the channel. and you will have exclusive privileges as a member. As of today, only the members of this channel can post questions on the YouTube chat during the live streaming. So you can avail this, the perks that are given to the members of the channel by signing up to be a member. And there are various levels of membership: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and premium. These are the different levels, and each levels of membership have different access to exclusive content, material, etc. So you can click on join. Let's say you want to become a bronze member. You can click on join, and it takes you to the payment part of this. So it takes you to plan details or PayPal details based on which country that you are in. So that's about the join, where just through the YouTube any amount and offer your support to Kailasa. So when you click on super chat, dear viewers, sorry for the technical glitch. Yes. So here we are seeing the super chat option. So when you click on the dollar symbol on the right side, you will see a super chat and super sticker option. So when you click on super chat, it opens up a screen where you can enter the amount, the contribution amount that you want to do. It can be as low as just $1 as your contribution amount. So you can click whatever amount you want: $1, $5, $11, $20, buy and send. And when you click on buy and send, it opens up a portal where you can go ahead and basic card details or PayPal, depending on in which country you are residing. You will have different payment options. So you can go ahead and make the payment. So here you can see add the debit or credit card, you can add PayPal, and you can go ahead and complete your purchase. So this is for the super chat. Similarly, you can go ahead and click and do the super sticker, where you offer a sticker, an animated sticker, along with your contribution. And when you click on the super sticker, it shows different animated stickers, and you can choose any sticker based on your preference, and you can offer that sticker as well. Now, for all the viewers who are watching us, every darshan or Bhav Samadhi darshan or even satsangs, anytime you have the darshan of Swamiji, always cultivate that Hindu lifestyle of offering some dakshina, right? Offering some Guru Dakshina, 50 cents. It can be even 1 cent. It can be $1, doesn't matter. Just the amount does not matter. Just remembering that space of gratitude and offering and saying that offering and making that offering to Devi, making that offering to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism makes us feel they are real. Sometimes we tend to take things for granted and we miss realizing the fact that it is Devi Parashakti who is from Kailasa coming down and manifesting through the Ninjavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So whenever you do the ritual of making that offering, it makes you feel, yes, Devi is real and she is blessing us all. She is showering her grace and compassion and love on us. You will have a deep and a beautiful feeling connection with Devi Parashakti. So these are the ways you can connect with Devi Parashakti, make different offerings to Devi Parashakti. So with that, we will now move on to the next segment, the multi-layer quarantine for Kailasa Sivanipita after short break.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself. In Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
Paramashivoham.
Kailasa's multi-layered quarantine opportunity for India during the pandemic COVID-19. Now, before we start this segment, let us see the quick background about the revelations by Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who has revealed how the situation in India is going to be, especially after the second wave of pandemic. What is India going to face? And the revelations were from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 31st of May. Let us watch this video quickly before we get into the segment.
நீ சொல்லும் நபர்கள் போடும் சண்டை சச்சரவெல்லாம் எரியும் பெருநெருப்பில் இருக்கும் இரண்டு எலிகள் போடும் சண்டை போன்றது. யார் சரி யார் தவறென்பது இப்பொழுது முக்கியம் அல்ல. உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், எல்லோரும் நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். நன்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன், உண்மையைச் சொல்லுகின்றேன். இந்திய நாட்டில் இருக்கும் மக்கள் எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். கருட புராணத்தில் வியாசன் சொன்ன கிருமி போஜனம் என்னும் நரகம் திறந்து நேரடியாய் இந்தியா மீது இடிபோல் விழுகின்றது. ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு ஓடிச் சென்று வருமுன் காத்துக்கொள்வது மட்டுமே ஒரே வழி. கொரோனா பெருந்தொற்று கொள்ளை நோய் பூமிக்கு கொண்டு வந்து விட்டது. அகோர தாண்டவத்தின் ஆட்டம் யாராலும் அடக்க முடியாத அளவிற்கு ஆரம்பித்து விட்டது. புதிதாய் உருக்கொண்டிருக்கும் இந்த நுண்ணுயிரி மைல்கள் கடந்தும் காற்றில் உயிரோடு இருந்து மற்ற உயிர்களையும் அழித்து உடல்களை தின்னும் பெரும் வலிவு கொண்ட பேரசுரர்களாய் வலம் வர துவங்கி விடுகின்றது. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். வருமுன் காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள், அது ஒன்றே வழி. அதற்காகவே ஆதி கைலாசத்தை திறந்து வைத்திருக்கின்றேன். உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டி விரும்பும் எல்லோரும் ஓடுங்கள் ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு. இந்தியாவில்தான் இந்த நரகம் திறந்து உலகெங்கும் பரவப் போகின்றது. கிருமி போஜன நரகம் பூமிக்கு வந்துவிட்டது. மனிதர்கள் செய்த மகா கொடுமைகளினால். அன்னை முன்னின்று என் அடியவரை காப்பேன் சொல்வதை கேட்டு உயிர் காத்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புவோர் வருமுன் காப்பது ஒன்றே வழி என்று தெரிந்து செல்லுங்கள் ஆதி கையிலைக்கு. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம்.
Now, let us look into the translation of what Devi Parashakti on 31st May 2021 has revealed, where she says that everyone in India, all of you listen, the hell of Kirimi Bojanam that was mentioned by Vyasa with tremendous strength. Understand properly, prevention is the only way. For that, I have opened Adi Kailasa. For those who want to save their lives, all of you run to Adi Kailasa. Only in India, the hell is going to open and is going to spread to the whole world. The Kirimi Bojanam hell has come to the earth because of the sufferings done by the humans. Mother, I will protect those at my feet, those who listen to me and wish to save their lives. Learning that prevention is the only way, go to Adi Kailasa. Now, we have seen the translation of what Devi has revealed on 31st of we have seen the translation of what Devi has revealed on 31st of May, especially on the how the Kirimi Bojanam has happened in the planet, and how so many lives are going to get destroyed, and how this whole disease is airborne. So there are multiple places where Devi has given detailed descriptions and very important details on how the whole pandemic is going to affect the world. And one of the references very significantly that Devi has mentioned is about the Kirimi Bojanam, which is actually one of the 28 hells that is described in Hindu scriptures, where people are sent to suffer in a pit, to be eaten up by worms. That is exactly what is happening in today's world, where crores and crores of lives are getting destroyed by a virus. And the reference of this Kirimi Bojanam is given in many shastras, including Garuda Purana, Devi Bhagavata Purana, Skanda Purana, Shiva Purana, Brahma Purana, Padma Purana. In so many scriptures, the Kirimi Bojanam is elaborately described, where lives are taken out by the worms. And that is exactly what is happening today. And Devi has revealed it is because of the crimes and delusion that the whole humanity is suffering with. Because of that, the Kirimi Bojanam has happened in the planet Earth. And the only go-to place for all of the people who wants to protect their lives is Adi Kailasa. So before we get into the segment, let us just quickly see what is happening in today's world. What is the status of the pandemic in today's world, and how Devi has exactly revealed what is going to happen, and how she is protecting the humanity from the pandemic to save their lives. Joining with me in this segment is Ma Nithyananda Swami, who's one of the administrators of Adi Kailasa Sarvanyapeetham.
Nithyanandam, welcome to one and all.
Yes. So let us look at the stats, what is happening in today's world. And the total death is about 3 million lives, and total confirmed cases is nearing 140 million lives. India struggles to track the COVID variants. India's woeful tracking of corona variants could jeopardize the world's fight against COVID-19. Several experts have warned even the variant first found here spreads its claws overseas. With less than 0.1% of all the COVID positive samples sent for genetic studies, India ranks behind over 100 countries. Despite having millions of more cases, we are not able to track the COVID variants. It has own target of 5% in December remains a far cry. So this is one of the very important issue that India is facing today, because we are not even able to track the COVID variants. So the diagnostic methods that we are using today, the RT-PCR methods, they are not as effective as it could be. So people even who are detected negative, they may not be really negative, because the RT-PCR method is not very accurate, because it is not able to track the accurate COVID variants. And the viewers today, you may be knowing so many people who are tested negative. After a while, they get tested positive, or they get symptoms of breathlessness. So if you are somebody who is who knows people, especially the loved ones who are suffering from these kind of symptoms, please get it tested, because the main thing is the COVID variants are not identified by the medical infrastructure in India. So because of this, even though you are tested negative, if you have any symptoms of COVID, please get it tested immediately. And before all of that, the best thing that you could do to yourself is come to Adi Kailasa Sarvanyapeetham and protect yourself from this pandemic, as revealed and blessed by Devi Parashakti.
As one can see over here, it is a very stark and, frankly speaking, a very scary number. In 37.42 lakh samples tested for COVID-19, 20.5 lakh almost, just in the last 24 hours, which is over 50%, are testing positive. These numbers speak all for themselves. And it's not just a percentage, as we saw. The whopping numbers, we are talking about over 20 lakh people is a number that we are looking, and this is in the last 24 hours. So one can see why the graph, especially for India and Southeast Asia, as Devi had predicted, is extremely almost on an exponential curve over here.
India's corona cases recede, but high death toll still a concern. So though there are several articles that has been published about how the government is underplaying the stats just to ensure that the economic fall down doesn't happen, and for various other reasons, the stats are being underplayed, but still the high death toll is still a concern. And 91,702 new cases of corona in the past 24 hours. And especially if you take the state of Bihar, the deaths see a massive jump. Coronavirus India update, Tamil Nadu reports about 17,321 infections, followed by Kerala, which has about 16,000 plus infections. Maharashtra about 10,000 plus infections, and Karnataka about 10,000, close to 11,000 infections. This is on daily basis. So many number of people are being detected with the infections, and not to forget, the diagnostic methods are not accurate. Even people who are tested negative, they still carry the symptoms, they still carry the virus. And this is in Hyderabad, where in last 24 hours, 3,403 deaths are reported. And in Bihar, it's about close to 10,000 lives are dead because of COVID. One of the things that Devi has revealed on 31st of May, that it is an airborne transmission. And now the science has come to its term. People are now acknowledging that, yes, it can be an airborne transmission. Airborne transmission, a primary contributor to COVID-19 spread, the researcher says. Earlier, it was droplet transmission that was confirmed by the researchers, and now the researchers have confirmed that it is an airborne transmission. And airborne transmission of coronavirus through human speech is primary contributor to its rapid spread. According to a review of existing research published by the Journal of Internal Medicine, this spread occurs when those who are infected, whether or not they have developed symptoms, speak without a mask or other covering over their nose and mouth, the researchers have said. So this actually increases the chances of somebody getting infected, owing to the current issues that India is facing, whether it is in terms of medical infrastructure or diagnostic methodologies now, and the home quarantine, which is simply not possible in India. There are several issues that India is fighting today. In this scenario, the researchers confirming that airborne transmission of COVID is the way that how COVID is getting transmitted to people. It is one more concern, adding to the concern, where the cases are going to get multiplied in several folds. The next is the black fungus, which is because of the secondary infection. People, especially who are vaccinated, people who are cured of corona, they have the potential chances of getting the secondary infections called black fungus. The alarming mortality rate of this black fungus infection is about 70%. So you may get recovered of corona, but you are prone to the secondary infection like black fungus infection that can take your life with a high mortality rate of 70%. And now what is happening in the states, especially in western part of India, the black fungus cases have grown to 150% in 3 weeks, taking about 31,000 deaths over 2,100 people. The increase in the black fungus numbers is driven in part of severe shortage of key drug to treat the affected patients. That is another sad state of affair, where we do not have the drug that can treat patients who are affected with black fungus. Already the lethal infection can take about 70% people who are infected with this symptoms, but adding to that, you do not even have enough drug to treat this black fungus.
One should take a note over here that many times the doctors, the medical fraternity, and the government also has been saying that this various types of fungus infections, which is black fungus, yellow fungus, white fungus, etc., which have been taking their toll in addition to the COVID-19 toll, these are all not something which is a man-made or something new that has been occurring on its own, but these are funguses which have been existing from time immemorial practically. They have been coexisting with human beings. Then why is this such a killer disease today almost? It is because the immunity levels of people have been depleted to such low levels that even a naturally occurring fungus today has become a death threat. When this fungus practically so-called attacks the human body today, it is to the point where it can take away not just parts of the body, but lives in totality. The fungus infections have been known to be, if not effectively treated on time, to take away literally parts of the body like the eyes and many of the facial parts, including the parts of the brain. So such a stark state of affairs has come to a point because the COVID-19 and its repercussions, its ripple effects, so to speak, have not been curtailed. And literally, as Devi revealed, this Kirmi Bhojanam has landed, this hell has landed on India, and hell is as bad as it can get, literally, as one can see from the news reports that are flashing daily, be it COVID-19 deaths or the lack of medicines, lack of really literally air, lack of various fungal infections, which have come to the point where naturally occurring funguses are now attacking the human body because of its extremely concerning levels of immunity to which humanity has been reduced to.
Yes. So to protect yourself, come to Adi Kailasa. As Devi revealed, this is the only place where you can protect yourself from this ongoing pandemic, especially when you are suffering with where the society have failed, government has failed, where there is no medical infrastructure, no care available. Here is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has opened his ecosystems in India for people to come and save themselves from COVID pandemic. So if you want to register yourself, please log into kailasa.org/COVID care. And before we move to the next segment, let's have a short break.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
And welcome back. This is the stark reality today, and this is also the blessed reality today. Yes, paradoxical though it may seem, it is both of them both together. Because as we are seeing the Kirmi Bhojanam taking its toll in India and in South Asia, when the first world countries have closed their borders literally with no recourse, literally a massive global emergency that has taken over the world, when nobody else is able to open their doors, Kailasa, the only enlightened civilizational Hindu nation, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, have opened their doors to all without exception. How? To what level of detail Bhagwan has taken care of Kailasa, Kailasians, devotees, disciples, and the public at large, literally micromanaging to the last detail without compromising the safety of anyone concerned in this. How is he doing this? Let's take a look. I have with me today one of the other admins, my sister disciple, Ma Nitya Niramayananda, who's going to join us and give us a brief peek into what Bhagwan is guiding us, how the arrangements are being done for the Adi Kailasa ship in the enlightenment ecosystem of Adi Kailash. Welcome, Ma Niramaya.
Nithyanandam, this is Ma Nityan Niramayananda. I just want to explain how Swamiji is doing the getting the preparations for the COVID people who all are coming inside, and he's invited many people into the ashram Adinam here. So where
You accidentally muted. Can you unmute, please?
yeah, sorry about that. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, had at least 6 months back, he revealed, I became aware that multi-layer quarantine is needed to protect people. If you are in India and you want to protect your immediate family or extended family, anyone who will listen to you, get them immediately to our campuses. The Supreme Pontiff of India has opened free COVID centers all across India. Adi Kailash in Bididi, Bangalore, Salem Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Thiruvannamalai Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam, Pudivai, Pattanam Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Sripuram Adinam, Hyderabad, Madurai Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Avattipalayam, Erode, Tamil Nadu, Hosur Adinam, Tamil Nadu, Baroda Adinam, Gujarat. These are COVID centers opened across India. Kailasa rushes to help as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care centers opened across India. Various social services offered during spiritual pandemic in Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies across India. Spiritual services offered during pandemic in Nithyananda ashrams across India. Cosmic revelations on global pandemic. The social services offered during pandemic in Nithyananda ashram across India. Medical care, allopathy, Ayurveda and Siddha medicine, fire safety equipment maintenance, infrastructure to accommodate thousands, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulances, ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, groceries collected for Annadan, organic farming.
One can see literally the widespread that Bhagavan has not just introduced now, but he has enabled all the Kailasas to do this for years before. Yes, as Devi revealed, Bhagavan already knew about this oncoming pandemic, and he prepared Kailasas everywhere across India to serve humanity, to serve the people through these various means, ranging all the way from medical care to fire safety to organic farming, becoming self-sufficient. All this was made, including how to get ready for quarantine, physically, mentally, psychologically, everything was addressed to the micro detail by Bhagavan, by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for years before the onset of this, in spite of the ironic, sad fact of the matter that the captain of this Adi Kailasa ship, who made ready this whole thing for just humanity, for the benefit of one and all, and having done that supreme tyaga, where he did not even waste 1 minute in even so-called taking rest for his physical body, after all these contributions to humanity, in spite of humanity having driven away the captain of this Adi Kailasa ship, yet today he is still welcoming people to his Kailasas so that humanity is saved, because for Bhagavan, human life is not just a number, as the statistics we were just talking about a few minutes back are. It is precious. Every being, every soul is Paramashiva, and he has landed today. He has landed in this planet Earth only for that singular reason of making each one of us realize we are Paramashiva. So no matter whatever the abuse humanity showers on him, for all that he is doing for the world, serving humanity, yet he does not stop. His hands always are open only to give, 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 and to shower on humanity his uncompromisingly.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द
So join our COVID protection centers. You can register through the link kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Now, as Devi has revealed that it is Adi Kailasa, the ship that Swamiji has built several years ago, especially in 2009, when Swamiji made this 21 feet Navapashana Lingam, that's going to protect people from COVID. So here is an opportunity for every one of you, whoever is feeling the accommodation, free internet service, you can work from home. This is just an opportunity that Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has given to the whole of the humanity to protect themselves from COVID. Now, let us see the making of Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetam, how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made this AK ship, the Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetam, how it started and how he built step by step the hard work that is involved in making of this Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetam. We'll watch a short video.
Welcome back. What you saw was a really very, very brief kind of almost flashback of what went into the making of this extremely sacred spiritual enlightenment ecosystem called Adi Kailasa, on which every inch of this space and place has been graced, blessed by the feet of Bhagavan. And today, as we speak, what is happening for the Kailasa COVID care protection in this spiritual enlightenment ecosystem, which is a home to the Adi Kailasa ship, which is going to be the only savior from this corona pandemic, the third wave of which is going to onset into this country in September and October. What's happening? Let us have a brief look. One can see over here. You may wonder, what are these few leaves left to dry? Yes, they are extremely special herbal leaves, and they are the constituents of the kashayam, or the herbal drink, which is meant to provide one protection from corona. How? By building one's the body's inherent immune system. One saw how the debilitating effects of the drugs, of the medicines, of the various so-called chemicals pushed into the body are debilitating the human immune system. To counter that, or to not have to have that, both ways, preventive and curative, we have these precious herbal leaves which are going to make into the making of the kashayams and the various herbal drinks which are meant to build one's immune system.
So regularly, every single day, all the COVID care protective participants, whoever has come here to protect themselves from COVID, every single person is given this herbal drink to ensure that they are completely immune, they are completely protected from COVID. So as we are speaking, if you feel that, yes, you want to be part of this great happening, you want to protect yourself and your family members, please join us at kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. And these are all the several herbs are all collected from Adi Kailasa. So that is the another beautiful thing. The whole space that Swamiji has built over several years, it is home for thousands of herbs with such medicinal value. So all of these herbs are specially picked from Adi Kailasa itself, and this herbal drink is made and offered to all the participants whoever is part of this COVID care protective prevention and multi-layer quarantine facility in Adi Kailasa.
And only Bhagavan, only the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, only the sacred space of Adi Kailasa can have claim to the fame that in this place, no weed grows. It is all herbs. And one can see every single leaf that you saw that was displayed for making of these precious herbal drinks and medicines. Every single leaf, every single seed is grown, and not just actually like physically grown. Many of them just grow naturally because the sacred feet of Bhagavan have touched this soil. So here, precious rare plants just grow like that. And all of these are here aiding us to fight this pandemic. And not now, but years before, all these sacred plants and herbs have been growing and have been grown in the sacred space of Adi Kailasa to prepare one for this COVID care protection center.
You can see how these, even the herbal drink is made with natural firewood. Every single thing that we do in Adi Kailasa, it's all about bringing together natural flavors, natural means of preparing things. So everything is environmental friendly and sustainable practices. That is always the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has encouraged, and he has ensured that we always follow that. And these herbal drinks are specially prepared. This particular combination is being prepared under the guidance of Swamiji, and this has been prepared by a Siddha doctor. Next, we are also making sure that our accommodation ensures that 10,000 plus people can be accommodated in Adi Kailasa. So all the different halls and sabhas, every single piece of infrastructure is converted into accommodation spaces to ensure that it is this huge humanitarian effort, this effort where enough medical infrastructure is provided, enough medical care is provided, enough spiritual support is provided in all food, accommodation, internet facilities, work from home, every single way a person who comes to Adi Kailasa feels that they are completely protected and saved from this pandemic. So this facility, this opportunity should be enabled to maximum number of people. So just to ensure that every single accommodative space, every single indoor spaces that we have, every single piece of land is being converted into accommodation area to ensure that Adi Kailasa supports 10,000 people.
Actually, one should note over here that probably in the whole world, only Kailasa and the various ministries and departments of Kailasa are in a position to claim that the whole mission is driven by inspiration and volunteering. Yes, you heard it right. There is no other nation which can have this claim to fame that every single minister, probably majority of the citizens, are all only on a volunteering capacity. Why? Because the whole family is ideological. The whole nation is civilizational. Revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, His Divine Holiness Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam has revealed, is revealing, will continue to reveal the various facets and glories of this eternal religion, this eternal way of life is. So every ministry and every minister, every citizen of Kailasa jumping in over here, not because of any payment that is being made to them, any emolument or the promise of any great future, but the greatest future of really radiating one's true nature, Paramashivatva. This core spiritual principle is a driving factor for each one of us to be doing what we are doing, whether we are speaking in this segment or whether we're working with our hands on, as one can see in the various pictures and videos that we are trying to capture to show literally the tip of the iceberg of what Bhagavan has contributed to this great religion to revive this great Sanatana Hindu Dharma. As one can see in the pictures here, all of us sannyasis, our volunteers, disciples, devotees, jumping in, even when they are in the quarantine period, they're just raving and wanting to contribute to this great happening of Kailasa and to contribute to humanity, to save the lives, every single life. Because as we said, as Bhagavan has told us, human life is not a number. Every human life is precious. So living the teachings of Swamiji, of Bhagavan, is what these pictures are really embodying.
You can see how every single space, indoor spaces, is being completely converted as accommodation units, and all the volunteers and Kailaya-vasis, everybody is coming together to serve the whole humanity to protect themselves from COVID. And all of us are driving inspiration, guidance, micromanagement, every single thing from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, right from how a person should be welcomed in the gate, how they should pass through several layers of quarantine, first layer quarantine, second layer quarantine, and final residence, how every single practice, right from the gate to how they have been ensuring all the medical checks. So in fact, every single resident or a participant, they have a series of medical tests done every day to ensure that they do not have a single symptom of COVID. So if they show any small symptom of COVID, they will be taken separately, and they'll be treated for that symptom and ensure that they are protected. So all the participants, every single person who has come, they express such gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, because even in outside world, just to connect with a medical personnel, like to connect with a doctor, it is very hard, because we don't even have entry into the hospitals today. At this stage here, they are being attended every day. The doctors make phone calls, the doctors do consultation every single day to ensure that the participants are completely protected and they feel secure about their stay here.
It is really multi-layer quarantine in many levels. In one sense, in the physical level, where we have, as Bhagavan ordained, that the person interacting with the outer world should be a single strong person, so that the rest of people inside the Adinam are literally quarantined, and they do not have to succumb to the needs which the outside world would have, where for as simple needs as milk or groceries, one is supposed to interact with the outside world and risk one's life to corona. That is on one level, where we have multi-layers because of the sheer structure of the whole system. And on another level, the various layers of protection provided in a holistic sense, be it the spiritual services, the lifestyle that Bhagavan has ordained us into, be it yoga, pranayama, puja, the entire spiritual lifestyle. And today one can see and hear in so many ways that people are understanding, even scientists are researching the benefits of everything from a simple pranayama like Anuloma Viloma to Brahmari pranayama. All this is part of the lifestyle of Adi Kailasa. So what Bhagavan has been teaching all of us is now become probably like a requisite, a mandatory requirement for people outside to survive. It is no longer a so-called exotic luxury to do yoga or pranayama, but to maintain or even build our immunity levels. All this has become primary. And all this is an inherent part of the lifestyle of Adi Kailasa and Kailasas worldwide. So when one enters into this multi-layer quarantine facility in Adi Kailasa, it is not just the protection offered by its sheer structure of the layers of quarantine, but also the spiritual lifestyle and the supremely important blessings and care of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the form of his sheer presence over here, which vibrates in every molecule and atom in the spiritual enlightenment ecosystem, and the Kalpavriksha, the sacred banyan tree, which protects us, and Nithyanandeshwari in the Adi Kailasa Devasthanam. All these Achalamurtis and deities, living deities, which have been energized by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This whole enlightenment ecosystem is literally a cradle in which Bhagavan is holding all of us in this time of crisis, in all levels, physical, mental, psychological, and in every which way. And all we can do is express gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for offering this to one and all, for opening the doors of Kailasa when all doors otherwise are shut.
So if you feel yes, you would like to be part of this great enlightenment ecosystem, especially in the pandemic, where you feel your medical needs are not taken care, where your infrastructure needs, especially your jobs insecurities, food insecurities, so many things people are going through in today's world. If you feel you need to protect yourself, especially you and your loved ones, here is Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has opened his ecosystems, especially Adi Kailasa's protective, preventive, multi-layered quarantine facility for each and one of us to enjoy its benefits, whether it is spiritually or medically or food, infrastructure, internet facilities, in all possible ways you can be part of this greatest humanitarian effort. So join us in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. So you can also see how day and night, there is no time of the day when the Kailavasis are working, and that's because the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is guiding continuously to ensure that not a single being who wants to be part of this facility is denied. Every single person should be accommodated. They should be given enough care and support and love during this pandemic. So because of Swamiji's constant guidance and support, day and night, the work is happening in Adi Kailasa to ensure that every being is being accommodated. This is something which is completely in contrast to what we are seeing in outside world today, because we have a participant who shared that he lost his father-in-law and he had to struggle for 4 days to find a hospital bed in Kanchipuram. So that is a sad state of affair where you are denied the basic medical facility. At some stage you need to feel that, yes, I have done everything that I can to my loved being, so they are saved from this pandemic attack. But that is being denied to people today. They are struggling to find a hospital bed in the nearest facility. So 4 days he was suffering, and the whole family was in complete distress. And after that, they've lost the father-in-law in the ambulance itself. So like this, there are thousands and thousands of stories, and I'm sure all the viewers who are watching today, either they are part of that story or they know somebody who has a similar story, similar experience, which they cannot even describe in words. So Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, wants to ensure that every single being is taken care. So for that reason, day and night, the work is happening in Adi Kailasa to ensure that every being is being accommodated, and they feel they are taken care spiritually, mentally, and so and in all possible ways in Adi Kailasa's protective, preventive, multi-layer quarantine facility. So if you want to be part of this great COVID care protection center, where all your needs are completely taken care, and if please join us in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. So KAILASA, kailasa.org/KAILASACARE, Kailasa Care. Let's take few minutes to register through the link below. If you have any questions, please post your questions, or any clarifications that you need, you can post in YouTube chat, and we will be happy to answer those questions.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are several people who are requesting healing blessings from Swamiji. So, all those people, we welcome all of you to Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham and ensure that your needs are completely taken care. And we have Manoranjan Singh, who says that great job is being done to protect people from COVID. I salute the whole team involved in the services. Deepest gratitude to Swamiji for building Adi Kailasa ship. Absolutely. It is one of the greatest contribution that Swamiji has given to the whole of the humanity, to protect people, to ensure that every single need of the people is being taken care unconditionally during this COVID time. So thank you, Manoranjan Singh, for your kind words. With this, we come to the end of this session where we are sharing the updates from Adi Kailasa COVID Care Protection Center. So once again, we would like to call out every single person to protect yourselves from the ongoing pandemic. Join us in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham.
Facility.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Atitam Gaganasadasham Tamalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimer. Paramasukhanam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasyaadilakshయం Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures.